It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got the Bengals, leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Bengals and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. When come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
Second down and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So fourth down, and the Aussie, Torrey Taylor, on to kick it away. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Got this one complete to Wells. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The Dolphins offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first point of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They send him right out of the slot. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The pressure too much, and he goes down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Torrey Taylor now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is into the hands of the rookie from Oklahoma. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
He'll look to throw. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly even... This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first, and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let go. Let go.
He connects with Jordan Addison. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
First and 10.
Here we go, set. Huh.
He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let go. Go.
Back to the air one more time. This one complete right side. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw yet again. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his 1st NFL touchdown. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain there of 17.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That'll be intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here just past the 30.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
He'll look over the middle and find his running back. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll stay on the ground. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermine before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That pass play good for 22. And the Bengals going to have a first down. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Miami after this. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got it at the 7. The production has been sensational early on. The last catch putting him over 100 receiving yards, and we still have another half to play. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw, and he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Bengals. Now it's York for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. He'll drop to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Let's go. Let's go.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
The Bengals offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every...
Ready up.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and down he goes. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line. He'll get up here and spike it, and time for one final play right here. The Bengals out and ready to punt, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. And instead, why don't we get right back to it, as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run it on the inside handoff. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Chop Robinson, the man to bring him down. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Up the middle they go. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. And the Dolphins will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Set it. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Returnable from the 17. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where... Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Chop Robinson, the man to bring him down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throwing right. It's taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
First down and more past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Here's 1st and 10. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Dolphins. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up. We got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Owned back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Now a handoff running right. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. Tie game late, and they want to play with some tempo. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. To the ground, a first down run. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Wow, important one coming here. Tie game late, and this is 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Handoff here, up the middle. He's inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. It's a big play when they needed it the most. Pickup of 46 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now from the gun. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at a first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you?
To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Miami. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the... Back to throw here to begin the drive. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. He'll turn and hand this one off. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
43-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Bengals first down.
2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 15.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range. Stop.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Bengals. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. No, no, hey, hey.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got this on target to Addison. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Here's 1st down. They'll run. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. The game hanging in the balance and a critical 3rd down. Back to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
60 Eagles, 60, 19 Tiger, 19.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
Here's 2nd and 6. He'll try the right side this time. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll try to run. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They are able to go into the home of the defending Super Bowl champs. Never an easy place to play. Come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.